Have you ever felt like your prayers are hitting a brass ceiling, no matter how much you fast, read the Word, or cry out to God? You are doing everything you know how to do, but your spiritual life feels completely dry, and your breakthrough is nowhere to be found. What if I told you that the thing blocking your blessing is not a demon, and it is not bad luck? What if the absolute biggest obstacle between you and your next spiritual level is a grudge that you are refusing to let go of? We live in a culture where people love to be offended. It has become a global sport to find a reason to be mad at someone. But today, I'm going to show you the terrifying spiritual reality of what actually happens in the spiritual realm when you choose to hold on to bitterness. In the New Testament, Jesus said something in Luke chapter 17 that should make every single one of us pause. He said, "It is impossible that no offenses should come." Notice he did not say offenses might come. He said it is impossible for them not to come. As long as you are breathing, someone is going to betray you, someone is going to misunderstand you, and someone is going to treat you unfairly. That is a guarantee. But the Greek word Jesus used for offense in that verse is the word skandalon. A skandalon was a very specific piece of ancient hunting equipment. It was the trigger stick on a trap where the hunter would place the bait to lure an animal in. I need you to let that sink into your spirit today. An offense is not just a hurt feeling. It is a demonic trap. When someone hurts you, the enemy is using their behavior as bait. He is dangling that offense right in front of your face, hoping you will take a bite. Because the moment you take the bait, the moment you grab onto that bitterness and refuse to let it go, the trap snaps shut, and you become a prisoner to the very person who hurt you. The enemy knows he cannot steal your salvation, but if he can keep you offended, he can absolutely paralyze your purpose. Think about Joseph in the book of Genesis. If anyone had the right to be deeply, violently offended, it was Joseph. His own brothers stripped him, threw him into a pit, and sold him into slavery. He was falsely accused of a horrific crime by Potiphar's wife and thrown into a dungeon for years. He was completely forgotten by the cupbearer he helped. Joseph had every excuse to spend his entire life angry at God and bitter toward his family. But if Joseph had held on to his offense, he would have died in a prison cell. Instead, he chose to forgive. And because he kept his heart pure from the poison of bitterness, God was able to elevate him to become the second most powerful man in Egypt. When he finally stood in front of the brothers who ruined his childhood, he didn't seek revenge. He looked at them and said, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." When you refuse to forgive someone, you are drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The person who hurt you is probably sleeping perfectly fine at night, while you are lying awake at 2 a.m., burning with anger, completely draining your own spiritual energy. Forgiveness is not saying that what they did to you was okay. Forgiveness is not even about trusting them again. Forgiveness is a divine jailbreak. It is you looking at the trap of the enemy and saying, "I refuse to be chained to this pain for one more second. I release this person to the justice of God, and I take my peace back." Releasing a deep, painful offense is incredibly difficult, especially when the person who hurt you isn't even sorry. If you are struggling with a heart full of bitterness today, there is a legendary book that you absolutely must read. It is called The Bait of Satan by John Bevere. This book has freed millions of Christians from the invisible prison of offense. It exposes the exact strategy the enemy uses to get you to take the bait, and it gives you the biblical tools to rip the trap open and get your freedom back. I have placed a direct link to get the book in the description below. If you are tired of carrying the heavy, exhausting weight of a grudge, please get this book today and let the Holy Spirit wash your heart clean. You have a massive destiny on your life, and you cannot afford to carry the heavy luggage of yesterday's pain into tomorrow's calling. Drop the offense. Release the grudge. Forgive them so that your Father in heaven can forgive you. If you are making the bold decision to let go of your bitterness today, I want you to type, "I am dropping the bait," in the comments section below. Make sure you check the link in the description for that book, Subscribe to this channel for more life-changing biblical truth, and keep your heart pure. God bless you, and I will see you in the next video.